Hey, and welcome back. Today in this practice, we're going to be doing a lot of poses that are going to build strength and flexibility for the back bend. So this is great if you're trying to learn a back bend or you're trying to improve the back bend you already have. So if you're ready, let's get down onto the mat and onto our knees into a nice seated position. And we're just first going to start off with a nice side body stretch. So inhale, and we're just going to drop our left hip down and exhale our left arm to the right side. Really lengthening here, either looking up or down. And feel your body lengthening here, breathing into that side. And now let's slowly release. And now inhale, dropping the hip to the other side. And exhale, coming to your left side. Creating this nice long body. Try not to slouch forward or arching your back, but right in the middle. And now releasing up, and we're just going to come around and onto our knees into our first child's pose. So take a nice inhale, exhale the hips back, stretching the arms forward, and just relaxing here. Trying to set an intention for this practice and really focusing on our breath here, getting a nice rhythm going. And trying to be present with our movements and our breath. So just inhale and exhale. The last few breaths here. Just take a nice inhale and exhale. Let's come on to all fours and then slide forward into our puppy pose. So bringing the chest down to the mat, hips are in the air, and we're trying to bring our head up, but you can also bring and keep your head down. If that's a little bit easier for you, you will feel the stretch a little bit more if your chin is placed on the mat and you're looking forward. And just breathe here as best as you can to get that oxygen into that body and to release with each exhale. Feel those stretches in the shoulders, in your back. Feel it lengthening. And now inhale, exhale, let's come on to our stomach. Just dropping the chest down, bringing the hands to the chest, and let's lift up into a cobra using our back muscles to just slightly lift us up. Lifting that chest, looking straight ahead. Inhale and exhale. Not forgetting to breathe here. And now releasing. Let's bring our fingers into spider fingers. And let's just inhale, curl our back up. And then exhale, arching down. Do that a few more times. So inhale, curl into those shoulders. And exhale, looking up, arching the back. And inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming all the way down. Inhale, moving like a wave. Exhale, arching down. And one more inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming all the way down. Release the hands, and we're going to take a nice inhale, arms in front, and we're just going to lift our upper body as well as our legs and just hold here. strengthening those back muscles as well as the glutes. And just hold here. Breathing, and now releasing. And we're gonna get ready for our bow pose. And we'll start with one foot, so grab your right foot with your right hand, bring the heel to the glute, just holding. And now get ready. Let's take a nice inhale. And as we exhale, we're just going to lift our upper body, either grabbing your foot or your ankle, and just hold here. Really lifting that chest. And now let's release the foot back down, release your hand in front of you, and we'll switch it to the other side. So just grabbing your left foot with your left hand, and then just holding, bringing the heel close to the glute for a nice little quad stretch. It's very important to have flexible quads or quads that are not tense if you're working on a back bend or even a dancer's pose. And just breathing here. Now inhale, exhale, let's lift up, lift that chest up, and trying to get yourself higher with each breath. And release, bring your hand in front. Let's take a moment here for ourselves just to breathe it out. And now we're just gonna reach with both of our hands to our feet, bringing the heels to the glutes, staying here for a moment. And now grabbing from the insides of our ankle or our feet, we're gonna take a nice inhale, and as we exhale, we're gonna lift that chest up, trying to bring the knees as close as we can together. Try not to let them wander off and opening the hips too wide. And just lift that chest. And now release. And just slowly bring your hands back in front of you. And we're just going to push ourselves up and into our child's pose. And just hold here. A nice counter stretch. Stretching out the back and the shoulders. And let's try to bring our focus back to our breath and back to this present moment. Try not to let outside thoughts wander in. This is your time to practice. And now slowly let's come to all fours. We're going to take our cat and cow. So just curling into that back. And inhale, arch the back, looking up. Exhale, curling into the back. Inhale, arch. And exhale, coming in. Inhale, lifting up, arching. Exhale, curl the back. Inhale, arch. And exhale, curl that back. And now coming to neutral, let's just tuck our toes under and coming into our first downward facing dog and just walking it out here, step by step and nice and slow. And now let's bring those heels down and really stretching through the shoulders here. Nice long neck. A nice straight back, making sure the feet are hip width apart. Your fingers are spread wide. And just feel this stretch. Feel this nice hanging motion. Breathing, nice inhale and exhale. And of course, if you need to bend your knees for this moment, please do so. Take the pose as you can. Holding here for a few more breaths. See if you can go a little bit more, a little bit lower with the heels, a little bit more in your shoulders. And now let's lift the head, and we're just going to walk ourselves forward in between our hands. And just take a nice inhale halfway up, and exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees and slowly coming up. Bring the arms up, lengthening in the spine, and hands to heart. And now let's inhale those arms up. Really feel your spine lengthening here. And we're going to take a nice side stretch. So inhale and stretch to the right side. Holding, creating a nice line in that side body. Your hands are together. And now let's come back to center. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale once more. Bring those arms up, lengthening in that spine. And now exhale to the other side. And just holding here. Your index fingers are together. Squeezing your palms together. And now coming back to center, let's release our hands. And once again, let's bring them up. Inhale and lengthen. And let's take a gentle back bend. So as you exhale, bring yourself back. Tucking that pelvis under. And now coming back to center, and let's come down to forward fold. And now inhale halfway up, and exhale, step it back, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Just take a rest here for a moment. We're going to take our camel pose now, so just drop your knees down to the mat. And we're just going to bring ourselves up from our knees. I'm going to show you the first easy pose to do the camel. Just place your hands above your bum, and then you just lean back. Or you can bring your hands all the way to your ankles to make it a little bit harder. Making sure to tuck that pelvis under. So not trying to stick the hips out as you curve in your back. And just holding here, trying your best to breathe through this. I know it's hard. If at any point it really hurts here and you can't hold anymore, then just come up and into your child's pose. And now get ready, let's release, bring your hands back to your bum and releasing up. And now we'll take our child's pose just to counteract that camel pose. This is gonna feel really good on your lower back after creating so much tension and curving the spine. You can add a little movement here as well. No need to stay stagnant. You can move side to side, move your hips, whatever feels right for you here. Let's come up onto all fours now, tuck our toes under and come to our downward facing dog. Hold here for a moment. We're gonna get ready to do some strengthening poses. So just curling into our plank pose. And then arching the back as we come back to our downward facing dog. So curling into the back like a wave. and then waving our body back. And curling forward, and now arching back. And coming forward, and arching back. And forward, shoulders are over your wrists, and coming back. And now just hold here. And now we're just going to get ready for our dolphin or dolphin plank, dropping the elbows down. You can bring your feet a little bit back. And we're just gonna hold here, and now coming all the way down to our shoulder plank. And inhale, hips up, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, navel to the spine, and up, and forward, and up with the hips, and down to your elbows, and up, down, controlled movement here, and down, breathing here, and down, really strengthening those arms for the back bend, down, and up, and down. Good. That was our last one. Come back to your plank. And now let's just take a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And now exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here for a moment. Inhale. And exhale, let it all go. And let's take a few steps forward, feet between your hands. And we're just going to bend our knees, coming to a nice seated position. We're going to come for our boat pose, so just slightly bending your knees in front of you. We're just going to take a nice inhale, curling forward and coming back. Shoulders are away from the ears. Let's lift our legs and just using those abs to hold ourselves up. Beautiful. One more breath. And now let's slowly lower ourselves down. Just grab your knees for a moment. And then we'll get ready. We're going to do a few bridges here. So bring your feet hip width apart. And we're going to lift our pelvis up, keeping it tucked under. Try not to arch in the back. And we're just going to hold here. Really make sure you're breathing here and engaging those abs, belly button to your spine. Few more breaths here. And then we're going to pulse it out. All right, let's lower down. And we're going to come up and down. Inhale, exhale. Making sure to keep that pelvic tilted. Try not to arch the back. Feel those glutes engaging here. And down. Up. And down. Up. And down. Keep going. Few more. And now let's just release. All right. Take a moment. We're going to get ready for our back bend. So just breathing here and bringing your focus back. I'm just going to show you the levels of the back bend. Level 1 is to just come to the bridge pose like we just did. And level 2 is to bring your hands behind near your head and just lift your hips and then balance on your head like so. So just lift up. Balancing on that head, using your arms, using your glutes, and level 3 is to come into the full back bend like so. So wherever you are, join me and we're just gonna hold here. Really trying to breathe in this position. I know it's hard, but just keep trying. And really trying to curve in that back. The pelvis is tilted under. And we're trying to just stretch up and towards the sky. Try not to bring our knees too open, like in the bow pose. But you can open up your feet just a little bit. And last breath. And now let's just lower down bit by bit, nice and slow. Release your feet. Just bring your knees together. Give yourself a good little hug. And we'll just rock side to side, massaging the lower back. This is going to feel really nice on your back after this back bend. And now coming back to center, let's just stretch our legs up to the sky. We're going to get ready for a plow pose. So inhale, exhale, swing the legs behind you, trying to keep your back as straight as possible, however much you can. And just trying to reach those legs behind, flexing your feet and stretching your legs. You can bring your hands to the sides or right behind you, or even interlacing your fingers behind. And just hold here. Once again, trying to breathe as best as you can. I know it's hard in some of these positions. And now let's bend our knees, and we're slowly going to release bit by bit, inch by inch. Grab your knees, give yourself a good hug. And now release your legs down onto the mat. Open the palms of your hands and just close your eyes. We're going to come for everyone's favorite, our Savasana. And now just allowing our breath to slow down. Allowing our body to release and relax as much as possible. Starting off with our feet, our ankles, our calves and our shins, relaxing our knees, our glutes, our hamstrings and our thighs. Let them sink down. Release the hips, the lower back, and your upper body. Allow your chest and your shoulders to hold no tension. Release them. Relax your arms, your forearms, your wrists, your hands and your fingers. Now relaxing your neck, your head. Let it be heavy. Relaxing your face, your eyes, your mouth, and finally your jaw. And now just enjoy this stillness. Enjoy total relaxation. Let's slowly start to bring our focus back, lengthening our inhales and exhales. Let's bring movement back into our body by wiggling our feet and our toes and our hands and our fingers. Just moving them around. And now let's just bring our arms behind. Let's take a nice arch in our back. Inhale, nice and big. And now release, come down and onto your side, pushing yourself up into a nice seated position, into our easy pose. Let's inhale our arms one last time up, lengthening that spine. And exhale, hands to heart, and just bowing down to yourself for this beautiful practice that you did. thanking yourself for doing something healthy for your body. And I thank you for coming here, and I'll see you all next time. Namaste.